Ciao, amanti di libri, and welcome to a reading vlog. I literally have not done one of these for fucking ages. Lie, I did one like before I moved out, but like this one's gonna be more than one book. That's what I mean. If you don't know, I moved out. This is my house. No furniture yet, I digress. I'm currently reading Happy Place by Emily Henry. I'm literally 10 pages in. My boyfriend picked this book for me to read because I had just finished Apprentice to the Villain. Do not get me started on that book. But I'm gonna tell you anyway. The first 80% I felt like I was like brain fogged is the nicest way that I can put it. The last 10-20% I was starting to get into it and then it ended and then I'm like, do I really want to read another 2 books of this? But apparently the next one's really good, so I might have to. Anyway, so I'm 10 pages into Happy Place. Eventually, I will read Oathbound. I just don't know if I'm quite mentally prepared for that. I've been waiting 2 years for that book and I don't think I'm quite ready to get there, but I'm gonna have to bite the bullet eventually. Otherwise, I do have to read Lost and Lassoed. I also need to read Powerless by Elsie Silver. I need to read Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I'm low-key cooked. Shit. I got a lot of books to read, so this is gonna be a long reading vlog. I did just finish Carrie Soto Is Back. I listened to this audibly. I gave this 4 stars. This was actually really good. I really did enjoy this and I think I'm really glad that I read it. I didn't read it, I listened to it. I think I'd recommend you listen to this rather than read it, especially if you do not know Spanish. They translate the Spanish, but I'm already dyslexic. So having someone speak Spanish and then reply in English and then like say what it was in English really helped. But I think this is my favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid book. And I've read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and the Six, but I think this one's really, really good. This is my saving grace right now. Everything else I've read has been fucking horrific. I digress. I'm gonna read Happy Place. I am going to go to my mum's for dinner tonight and then tomorrow I'm going out to a Mother's Day lunch with my mum. I'm actually seeing my mum more now than I did when I lived with her. So like this weekend for me, I'm not gonna be really reading a lot, but this isn't a timed reading vlog. It's not what I read in a week or anything. It's just, I'm reading, come with me while I read, LOL. I'm so tired. It's 8:30 in the morning and I'm so tired. I'm on chapter 5 of Happy Place. I've gotten backstory of Harriet and Wyndham. Basically they go to a holiday house. They met at the holiday house. It's like back and forth, to and from, past and present. So present time, spoiler alert, present time, the beach house is up for sale. And Harriet and Wyn are faking that they are still together and that they are still engaged. And Wyn's best friend and Harriet's best friend are now engaged. And they're declaring that love prevails because those two have been engaged for like 10 years. And now it's fake dating, I think. I don't know, she was having like a mental breakdown and then we cut to the past, so I've not really had a lot of time to read it, but that's where I'm at. That's what I've gathered. I'm gonna drink my coffee and wake up a little bit more before I try and read. I can't just read. I need to wake up. My brain will not process a single thing of this if I do not wake up first. Hi. Reading update. I'm on page 127 of Happy Place. I'm getting backstory on Win and Harriet, which I think I said before because we're going back and forth, but like I'm in the present and she's like each of them are having romantic flashbacks. I'm also 66% of the way through The Outback. That one's the focus. The Outback by Patricia Wolfe, which is an Australian thriller, and as the title suggests, based in the Outback. I'm listening to this one on Spotify. I don't use Audible because I'm very silly. I don't know, at the start I was really into it, and now I've plateaued. I do not fuck with books that... I don't want the perspective of the guy that's doing the fucking murdering and shit. I simply just do not want it, and this has that. And I'm getting his insight into how he perceives women, and I know that they have like a pattern with misogyny and abuse and how the world works. I just do not. So I'm going between him, the detective, and the missing girl's sister. And there's like a romance subplot. Back to this one. This is good. This is a very good book. Am I surprised? No. I am not halfway through it though. I'm about 31% of the way through. Literally yesterday I went from... I think I read 100 pages yesterday, which is very rare for me. I don't binge read like that. It's maybe like 60 pages a day. I don't read that fast. So the fact that I like absorbed so much Happy Place content at once, jarring to say the least. Now that I've read a couple Emily Henry books, I am starting to like favor her writing. Yeah. Also, this is the bedroom. This is my bedroom. We just got our second half of the bed delivered because they only gave me half of my bed 2 years ago, and I didn't realize until we moved in that I received someone else's half of a bed. So we got that delivered today. It's now just a matter of when we're gonna build it. Anyway, that is my update. Hello. I finished Outback today. I gave it a 3. The start and the end I really enjoyed. The middle, a little bit too descriptive for my liking. Let me move you. I don't think that made the lighting better. Yeah, it was okay. There was a random like love interest plot that I don't think gets explored in the future novels. I don't know if I'll read any more of her work. I can't remember her name. I mean, it's nice to read a book about Australians written by an Australian. I think it makes it a little bit more digestible. And I haven't touched Happy Place. I'm still at about like 31% of the way through that. I'm gonna make a cake and not read. I have a vanilla cake mix, and then I have this ube that you can't read. It's like ube flavoring, so I'm gonna make it an ube cake. I might read a bit more of Happy Place tonight. I think my fear is that I'm gonna just do it all at once, and I don't want to read it all at once. And I put my scissors in the fucking dishwasher. Anyway. The trees gonna lay the wet bed. I have a couch. The stuff that Zuriel's family was sending from Perth arrived, so I have a couch now. If I want to read, I don't have to do it on a mattress on the floor or at my desk. Lighting is a little bit cooked. If you want the technical reason, it is because the orientation of the house's windows on the block of land that the house is on is not at its full capacity for solar orientation. Because this house was built in the 1970s. Whereas now every new construction is based on its solar orientation to avoid overshadowing issues and to be 7-star energy efficient compliant. That's my work. That's what I do for work. I don't know where we last left off. We'll start from last night. Last night I watched Hadestown in Melbourne. exceptional, brilliant. Fuck, it was so amazing to see in person. Like, and the Australian cast, oh my god. The Aussie cast was so good. I prefer them to the original cast. Like, they are so good. Anyway, I finished listening to Outback on Spotify. I do not know if I've mentioned it. I think I gave it like 3 stars. It was okay. I think I have said this. It's all coming back to me. So the next audiobook I've started is Orpheus 9. Basically, it's another Australian-based book. Don't know what's possessed me to go that route, but basically, around the world, as soon as a child turns 9, they start singing Latin and die, and they have like they have like so much sodium in their bodies that their body just shuts down. So post that, we're following post the initial Orpheus 9. So families are starting to go, no sodium diets and everything, and like we're following different perspectives of different families. We've got like a family who lost their son, a family whose daughter's about to turn 9, and that's really all I've retained. Yeah, and they call the parents of the lost children Orpheans. I don't really fuck with that, but I don't know. Yesterday I also went to like my city center for the new house, and I read, I think, a chapter and a half of Happy Place in the park. When I tell you, I sat down, I walked the entire park. I sat down at one bench, I went, beautiful, sunlight, warmth, excellent. As soon as I sat down, a shadow overtook me, and I sat there for like, I don't know, 40 minutes, and then I got up and the sun came back. So I said, fuck this. I'm gonna go eat. So then I went and ate, and then while I was waiting for my food, I read a little bit more. So I'm actually at chapter 16, page 166 of Happy Place. So I'm nearing that halfway mark. So that is where I'm at. I think that's it for now. I don't think I have anything else to say. It's times like this where I feel really lucky to have the house where we have it. Like, this is where I'm reading. Like, I'm at a table. That is the view behind me. That is the view in front of me. Like, are we joking? This is where I'm reading. You know what I mean? I'm at mum's house. She's on annual leave and she's away, so I'm feeding the cat. And I've done this last couple days. I've just come down in the morning, I've fed the cat. I've sat here, read, mainly gone on TikTok, and then gone to work. This morning I woke up in pain, like cramps, but with stab pain. That's the best way I can describe it. So not going to work today, but I have brought the book with me. I'm on page 194, so I'm almost 50% of the way through. I have not listened to any more of Orpheus 9, mainly because I don't have listening hours on Spotify and I'm not paying for them. I digress. That's my update for now. I finished Happy Place. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads, but very close to crying a couple times. I think if I did actually just start bawling my eyes out, I probably would have given it 5 stars. I don't know why it took me so long to read it, but it is completed. Look, I probably would read another book for this video, but I think I'm gonna start Oathbound, and that in itself needs to be its own thing, because I don't think I'm mentally prepared for that book, but I need to read it. I've been itching to read it. I actually don't think I hated anyone in this book. I wish I got more information on Path. I don't feel like I got a lot of context to him as a human. I feel like I know about Kimmy, I know about Win, I know about Cleo, Sabrina, I know about Harriet. Path is just kind of there until the very end where he's freaking the fuck out. We think I had a ovarian cyst pop yesterday, so I'm still in the trenches in terms of pain, so that's how I'm going. This is something that has got me through that pain. Like, I was in pain and I'm reading this and I'm like, life is okay. This pain is fine. This pain that I've never felt before doesn't matter, because I've got happy place. I was reading it in, I guess, my happy place. That was cringe. That was so cringe. But in terms of other books, I still haven't done any more of Orpheus 9 just because I don't have Spotify listening hours. I don't think I have much else to say. I think as I've progressed, Emily Henry's books just start to hit a little bit more. I don't know, I feel like I've been reading this for like a month. I think it's been a month. I'm 6 books behind on my reading goal, so are we surprised? We shouldn't be. Thank you so much for joining me on this reading vlog. I know you can probably tell where I was at my peak of energy and then I started getting a bit unwell. But thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, arrivederci.